Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is the Odongos. Welcome back to our channel. And unfortunately today I'm just alone. I'm not with the beautiful Regina. She has been battling malaria for the past few days, so bear with me. Today I'm just going to do this alone. And apart from that, guys, we have great news. So much things that are happening here in the village, things that I wished somebody had told me way before, and I could have come back home much earlier than I did. So I've been amazed by the number of things that are happening in the village. You can see from this end, guys, we just have a lot of bush. This is now our fence, and before I take you where things are, this used to be our posho mill, guys. Before, we used to have a posho mill. As you can see, the posho mill was basically a place where people would come and grind their maize. You know, they turned the maize into corn flour. So it used to be a very big room. As you can see, it comes from this end, yeah, all this part. It comes from here up to this side, guys. And I can even show you some bolts. You see, these are the bolts that he used to hold on to the machine that was grinding. There are four. There's this one, there's one there, and I think there's one that is still missing somewhere here. So it used to be a very big house, yeah, as you can see from that end up to where I'm standing. And basically I used to have a room here where you are seeing a bush now. I used to have a small room where I used to live when I was still a teenager, because somehow I didn't want to stay with my mom at home. You know, being a teenager and you're a little bit rebellious, so I wanted my own space and I didn't have a house. So it used to be a very big market here, and this is how things change, guys. Just me looking at this space and just wondering what happened, guys. And you can see even our fence, that our father used to have a very good fence here. It has changed right now. There's a lot of thorns, a lot of bush, but I'm going to take you through what we've been doing so far. A lot of changes is happening, and basically the biggest news that I have that I just wanted to show you, guys, we have a new road just right next to our homestead. Look at this. These are the major developments that are coming. You know, I know somebody might laugh and say, oh, this is just a dirt road. Yes, it is a dirt road for sure, but let me tell you something. When we were growing up, this road used to be quite a small path, yeah, and my dad used to be a senior civil servant, and he used to come with vehicles that were assigned to him with a specific driver designated for him, and we used to get stuck so much in this particular road. But right now you can see the road is wide, guys, and it is leveled to a point that it is not that bumpy. It is so leveled. And I'm just imagining that if I were to come even with a Ferrari here, I won't have any problem driving with it up to this point. So you can see these are the greatest things that are happening here in the village. And I think at times, guys, we might look at it and say, oh, it is a dirt road, but things are happening, things are moving. A lot of changes happening here. And I believe we can say we are very proud of what is happening here. And it is just a good encouragement for the development of the area. Yeah, as you can see now, the water will be able to pass around this section here, just leaving a little bit of drainage. And I think comparing the fact that when we were growing up, it used to be a path that only basically we didn't have motorcycles, so it was only the bicycles that were passing here. And basically we used to get a lot of mud. And right now, the way they are making it, even when you have a vehicle that has a very low clearance, like let's say maybe a Mercedes-Benz that might have problem in the village, for us we are lucky, guys. For us, we are very lucky to have all this road right at our doorstep. So this has just been done today, and the greatest thing is this is where we plan to have our gate, as you can see. So the gate will just be here, and here is the road, main road. Basically this is the government road, and it goes all that way. and it's not far from the tarmac. The tarmac is roughly 200 meters from here. So these are the greatest things that are encouraging me. Just looking at some of this development that is happening right in the villages, it is so encouraging. And you know, when you live in the city, you just imagine that the village is just the way it used to be, but that is not what is happening. So I think even for me, I'm now motivated to remove this bush, because this is part of our land, basically my land on this section, and I think I'll have to get rid of this one so that we can be able to start having a better vision. And also, people are really constructing, guys. I'm shocked to see how villagers are constructing, guys. I wish I could show you. There's a homestead there, right there, that you're seeing, but just because of privacy, I don't want to show it. So for us, you see the problems we have. This has been a route that people are using to enter our homestead, and so I've just used these thorns to be able to put a barrier so that people will not be able to enter here. So I need to do something to just see how, for now this is just temporary, but I'll have to put something that is more permanent, so that we can remove the entire of this area. As you can see, we remove the whole of this bush, and then we just replace it with something that is more permanent, so that we can be able to protect whatever the projects that you're trying to do in this area. So this is great development, guys. Just seeing what is happening in the village, it is so encouraging, you know. And I believe with time we'll be able to see more of this happening here. And just let me take you inside. You see the road is graveled, and it is so large, so huge. Basically, this is a two-way traffic road. Imagine from a point where we used to have a road like from this point, guys, up to somewhere here, but now it is very massive. So, you know, with road infrastructure, it will enable us to be able to have to access the market easily, because people will be able to pass here with their motorcycles, and then they're able to take the fish, because the fish, we have a beach just down here, so they'll be able to take the fish to the market as quickly as possible. And also there'll be no getting stuck in the mud because of bad roads. So having good roads in our area, having electricity in our area, having internet connection in our area, those are some of the developments that when I look at, I just think that I wish I could have come earlier, because now the opportunities that are being presented in our village right now are so much, guys, that if you have stayed probably in the city and you've seen what people are doing in the city, it is so easy for you to come and fill up the gaps of the business opportunities or investment opportunities that we have here. So you see, for us here, we still have this makeshift fence, but I believe, guys, as we proceed with the just staying here and rebuilding our homestead, you'll be able to see how we are going to transform this space to a very better space. I know even Regina, when she recovers and she has not seen the road, so when she recovers, basically I know she'll be so happy to see how things are moving and changing here in our village. Initially, guys, you see the whole of this part, it used to be a very big bush. It used to be a very big bush, but now things are changing. A lot is happening in our villages, and I think it's not a bad thing. The good thing is, as much as modern lifestyle is entering the villages as well, we are still living like just a combination of traditional and modern way of living. So that is the greatest part. So let me take you into our homestead so that you can be able to see what I have been doing together with Regina so far. So we have already begun doing something here. The ground is still so hard, guys. This area we plant just to use our own hands, and I was not able to show it on video because I don't have somebody to do that for me right now. It's a little bit tedious to be able to do both at the same time. So as you can see, the ground is dry a little bit here, and the greatest thing that, guys, I have seen the impact that we have managed to bring back into our village is that we started doing some of these things here, like clearing the bush and just doing a little bit of agriculture. You know, people here, most of them, they just have idle lands and they're not basically using them. And we started by just clearing the bush, as I will show you. Stay tuned. And you see that one has also caused a ripple effect from to our neighbors. And you see the neighbors have also decided to clear their own bush, because we used to have a lot of problems with monkeys. You remember the video on monkey business? If you've not seen it, I'll put a link right here on top. So this part is also still our land, and it was all bushy. And basically what was here was just monkeys playing monkey business with us. When you try to throw a stone, they go under and they just hide, and you're not able to do anything. So this is basically our land, and this is the space in between our land. This land remained here for some time. So our neighbor has cleared the entire of this bush, and she told me that she just wants to do some small agriculture. She's inspired by what we've been doing here, and she was asking herself, why is she buying vegetables when basically she has space to be able to plant the vegetables, you know, because most of the things that people were planting here was only maize, not even beans. So with us trying to do these things, they've been able to witness. Imagine the small effort that we are putting. There are people who are noticing, there are people who are trying to change also their lives, and they don't want to be left behind. So that is also inspiring to know that the little things that you do that you might think that nobody's watching, people are really watching. And even you, our viewers, we are glad. From your comment section, we have learned a lot from what you have been suggesting to us to do. Remember, there's somebody in the comment who told us how to cut the timbers. We got the message loud and clear. There's also another comment that I saw of one of our fans who was telling us that she's also coming back home, coming to Sierra County. Welcome so much, and also thank you just for watching. Come back home, guys. Let's come and build this county. There's a lot of potential. People are there's a lot that can be done here. There's a lot of opportunities down here, yes. And I know going to the city is not bad. At least when you go to the city, you're able to learn a lot. You're able to get the finances right. You're able to get the experiences. You're able to network and meet a lot of people. But also, it's also right that you take those skills that you've gotten back home. And especially, guys, if there's one thing that I've learned that you ought to have done before you make that decision to come back home, just make sure that you have a skill. If you don't have the finances that are just set aside for this purpose, just try to have a skill that can be able to feed you and your family even when you're trying to settle back here. So basically, a skill set is basically right now, it's everything. So once you have a skill set, when you come back to the village, just try to, you know, make sure you have an internet, you have a good internet connection, you have electricity, all that is all you need basically. With that, and maybe your work is online, maybe you're doing consultancies or you are working from home, that can make this life a little bit more easier than you think, you know, because what takes us to the town areas is just to get the finances and the conveniences. The conveniences, you can create them yourselves. You don't need to rely on the conveniences, because for how many times do you depend on the convenience? Even right now as you live, everything has its limit. There's a time when now they don't make sense to you anymore. So guys, this is our space, and let me just show you. We have been able to basically dig this part. As you can see, the whole of this area, we did it by hand. The whole of this area we did by hand. So we have started preparing for the short rain season. We want to plant something here. Just keep on watching our videos. And also, you see this part now. You remember how it used to be a very big bush, guys. See how clear it is, very clear. And this bush that you're seeing here, our neighbor, because it's on our neighbor's side, she's the one who has cleared the other part that I've just shown you. And she's been inspired by our story, by what we are doing, and she has decided that she is going to clear this particular bush that you're seeing. So for us, this is just a good thing, knowing that there's something we are doing to change the community that you're living in, and it's so motivating, and it helps us to keep on going despite the challenges that we are currently facing here. And basically, as I'd said earlier, some of the challenges that we've really faced in this area, it is water shortage. Despite staying 200 meters from the biggest freshwater lake in the second biggest in the world, that is Lake Victoria. And also electricity. There's a grid, but currently in my house I don't have the grid, so I'm relying on solar. But also the grid is not reliable. When it rains, it goes off, you know, and a lot of inconveniences. And also internet is the biggest because of the work that we are doing. So we depend on buying bundles, you know, data bundles, to be able to survive. But if you can be able to sort those three things, guys, just as you're going to see us sorting them one by one here, then you're good to go. Basically, we've not started. This is just the beginning of what you want to do. And this space, this is where we want to create our small, peaceful space, me and Regina, together with our children. And this is just the beginning. The first phase was just clearing land. And somebody might ask, why are you people so slow? Why we are not seeing much happening? Yes, you are not seeing much happening because we are working with what we have. We are working with basically what we have. We came back from the city with only $300. 300, not like we had something else. $300. And this is just to tell you that you don't need much. You don't need much, guys. So as you can see, we have also cleared the trees. This one is still remaining, but I will cut it very soon so that when we bring in the tractor, it will be able to plow this area. We want to plow it using a tractor because it looks so hard. As you can see, with hand, I won't manage to do it with hand right now. Yes, so let me take you down here so that you can also see what has been happening, guys. Yes, we have tried to clear everything. You know, we used to say we are going to clear, and I know in the comment you are saying, guys, we are not seeing any changes, but now you can see. Now let me take you to the famous YouTube river. Yeah, this one is our YouTube river. It is the one that made it possible for us to be able to plant the vegetables. And you remember when Regina was talking about just clearing it up and then we dig. Now see what we've managed to do here, guys. It is so clean. The work is still continuing. As you can see, we have tried to clear everything from this particular river. You see how it looks right now. And we've started also just behind the river. Now it looks a little bit clearer. Yeah, this is what we are able to do, guys. Yeah, a lot of changes. So the bush is remaining, but it's quite small, quite tiny. You're almost next to the road here, the road that I've just shown you when you were starting. Yes, so you see the sunset in the village, guys, looks beautiful, guys. So beautiful. Yeah, and here we have things that are working out, guys, how things are working out here. And this is just so inspiring to know that we've managed to do this with the little resources, with just our willpower and just staying focused, not giving up. And we know we are going to do quite a lot of great things here. So let's continue. Let me just show you. Here we want to put our kitchen garden. It will be the biggest. We are shifting everything down here because we are now moving to our own space. So everything is turning down here. Yes. So yes, finishing some of the burnings here. As you can see, I have to do what I have to do, guys. This is the last batch of what was remaining here, and I believe it's going to clear everything. We still have quite a lot, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to finish this part of the river. So guys, as I was telling you, some of the things that I believe I wish I knew when I came back to the village, if I knew earlier, there's a lot of opportunities, guys, down here. A lot of opportunities. And if you just take you look at your space where you are coming from and look at what is missing there and which gap can you be able to fill, you know. There's a lot of things that are happening right now in our rural areas here in Kenya, and if you just maybe consider the challenges that you might face. For instance, for us, it is just electricity, water, and internet. Those three things, if you can have them, guys, you can be good. And also, before you make that decision to be able to come back home, just set up something, set up some account. If you don't have an account, then learn a skill that will be able to feed your family, learn a skill that will be able to just get you by. And then the first things that you need to do, put something on the ground. plant something, guys. Just try and plant something, especially the things that don't take quite long to be able to grow, like the traditional vegetables. Make sure you have those ones, and also try to plant things like sukuma wiki, which is basically kales or collards. You know, those ones will be able to give you easy cash, you know. And when I look around the village, I've seen quite a lot of people who have been able to plant those ones, and they're doing quite well. You don't need a lot of money, guys, to be able to come here. I wish I knew that you don't need much. And also, when you're doing construction, it's quite a lot cheaper. I've done a little bit of research down here. It's quite cheaper to put maybe a house than compared to the city. And also, there are good schools right now in the area. We also have good hospitals in our area. So things are changing. So maybe if you are stuck there in the city and you're wondering, for me, can this really work for me? Guys, just visit your place and see the changes that are going up right now. And maybe you could be able to make a life down there in the villages. So for me, I'm so grateful. As you can see, they're just birds that are, those ones are guinea fowls that have just passed right in front of me right now. Wild guinea fowls. We have a lot of them in this area. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I am grateful that you've watched up to this far. Thank you for always commenting. Thank you for subscribing, guys. If you have not subscribed to our videos, guys, help us, guys, to grow. Help us at least to reach 1,000 subscribers. Help us to be able to just reach out to as many people as possible. It's really mean a lot to us, and it will help us to be able to grow this channel beyond our imagination. You know, small beginnings, you know, just small beginnings. So if you're watching our videos, you've never thought of subscribing, guys, this is the best place to be. This is our family. We are inviting you to our virtual family, and just grab a space as early as it is, guys. There's a lot that is coming that we might not want to share right now, but there's a lot that is coming. So otherwise, I'm so happy to have you up to this point. Till the next video, it is bye bye.